Well guys, welcome on board Driftwood for another adventure. This time we're still out on Lough Ree and we're going to head up to the port of Portrunney, and from there we're going to go down to the very, very special spot, Rindoon Bay. Keep watching. So as always guys, just to give you an idea of the geography, we're going to zoom in here on Lough Ree, pretty much in the centre of Ireland. And that's where we ended the last episode, episode number 9, that is of course Lough Harbour. From here, we're going to head in a northwesterly direction up to a wee bay called Portrunney Bay. Now you can see the fine harbour there in Portrunney Bay. There's lovely floating jetties and a fine water break. And Portrunney Harbour is a safe harbour in winds from any direction. So leaving Portrunney, heading south, we're going to call into this spot here. This is Rindoon Bay. In the top of your picture there, in amongst the trees, there is the remains of an old castle, because this was once a small but fortified town. The peninsula, which held the town, was protected on 3 sides by the water, and then there was a wall across the centre. Just zooming out here now to give you an idea of the scale of Lough Ree. It's one of the 3 big lakes on the River Shannon. Just heading out away from marker 7 now, and this will be a super drone shot, except we don't have a drone. However, like this thing. Now Lough Ree is one of the 3 big lakes on the Shannon navigation system. It's approximately 27 kilometres from the north of the lake right down to the very south if you follow the navigation channel. That's about 17 miles. And at its widest point, it's about 11 kilometres wide or 7 miles wide. So you have to be careful on it. Now, I've no idea what bad luck befell that yacht. It may have just broke away from a mooring in a storm some night, I don't know. So here we are guys in Portrunney Harbour. This is a lovely, quiet, secluded spot. And the harbour is well protected from any wind that comes along at all. And just across from the harbour is this service block. There's a laundry, the showers, toilets, disabled toilets, the whole lot. And I'll just show you everything is operated using one of these cards. You can buy these in any of the local shops here. Great setup. It all works very, very well. And there's another fine playground, so not a bad spot if you have kids with you. And there you can see the harbour again now. It really is a grand harbour. There's good facilities in that they're all nice floating jetties. I don't think there's a hookup for electricity on them. I would be very surprised if there was. And if I just pan around there on the breakwater here now as I'm filming, you can see those clouds. Look at that. That's looking back out onto the lake again. But look at those clouds. In fairness now, it absolutely lashed this morning, very early in the morning. It absolutely downpoured. But the sun has come out since and it's been quite good. Now Portrunney is not the spot to go to if you want a wild, exciting night. There was a pub here once, but that's now gone. In fact, I remember having a pint within it one night. But this is a lovely spot to come with your partner to open a bottle of wine and have a nice barbecue. There are plans to open a restaurant/cafe here in Portrunney as well. So when that opens, I certainly look forward to coming back here and having a nice cup of tea there. But for now, it's time to fire up the engines again. And we'll head down across the lake in search of the lovely Rindoon Bay. Isn't it just absolutely beautiful? A little beautiful little sun trap. It's a windy enough day, but I'm completely out of the wind here. I'm just going to turn the camera around so you think that's just beautiful. This is Rindoon Bay. It's also often referred to as safe-harbour because it was a little bay where you'd be sheltered from the predominant wind here on Lough Ree, which would be a westerly wind. So you could come in here and you could anchor, but Waterways Ireland have put this single pile into the ground, and you have a jetty that just swings around into the wind. And isn't it just glorious? Sitting here, the sun is beaming down on me. Oh, I could stay here all day. This is absolutely glorious. Hi guys, you know the way people tell you that in Ireland the weather is very changeable? Well, this bit of film now was been filmed about maybe 20 minutes after I've shown you all the black clouds, and it's absolutely glorious again. I'm in the most beautiful mooring of the whole lot. I don't know if you can see it there behind me. This is just a little island jetty. It'll only hold one more boat maybe. And we're in this little spot. This is Rindoon Bay. You might be able to see Rindoon Castle just sticking above the trees behind me. And it's an absolute sun trap, completely sheltered from what little wind there is out there. It really is a beautiful spot. I think you'd have to be here to experience this. And if you ever do happen to rent a boat on the Shannon, or make sure you come to this little jetty in Rindoon Bay. Lads, this is just glorious. There's only one thing missing from this. I don't have a cup of tea in my hand. I want to get one now. As if to contrast that lovely tranquil scene, this guy was doing some speed. Well, it was time to put the key in the ignition, fire up the engines, head away again. And then, as though to reiterate what I had said about the weather being changeable, those black clouds returned. And they did what black clouds do best. Well guys, that brings us to the end of another video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, you might hit the thumbs up button. If you have any comments or suggestions, please put them in the comments box down below. And to make sure you don't miss the next video, which will be out shortly, please click this round button here, tick the bell, and YouTube will let you know as soon as our next video is out. If you click this square one here, YouTube will send you to what they recommend as our next most popular video. Thanks for watching.